Mr. Fontaine doing his... The look on your face is exactly what I was looking for. Because I was literally, when I was listening to the last episode of Off the Cuff, I was like, I'm so upset that he started doing this tour after I know that they recorded, because I know Chris would have had some thoughts.
I think an emotion that I've experienced quite a lot over the past couple of weeks when it comes to pop culture is just shyness on other people's behalves.
It's important to have.
Mr. Fontaine,
behalf,
you are 42 years old.
I know, I was so shocked by that.
42.
He's grown.
You are a big man. Sir.
That's crazy.
Let's maybe
I can't believe he's
put the media equipment down and start to look inwards. Because what the hell is going on? You're actually a big man, and this is what you're doing. It's given clout chaser. It's given like groupie for the limelight. Because before Meg, yes, you were a writer. Yes, you were a writer and you had your bits and pieces going on.
Yeah.
But sir, we don't know you.
Yeah, literally. We only know you for being Megan's boyfriend, and I know that I knew he writes for people, but I think the only song I know of him as an artist is like that one he did with Pardi. So essentially,
what's that song?
It's like called Backing It Up. That's it.
Oh,
Back
oh, is he on that song?
Yeah, that's him on it with Cardi.
Oh, he's rapping?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I know he does songs, but so this is what this is for. He's released an EP or album or something. I know. And I'm like, wow, okay, so you're trying to be an artist now. I just assumed that you didn't really want to be an artist like that you prefer to write and you would just drop one for fun every now and again. Because if you go on to Spotify, he has like one song a year or something that he drops.
One of my biggest fears, is that my black husband
will be 42 one day.
And either decide to become a rapper or decide to get cane rows. Those are things that I...
And he did both.
Oh, those are things that I truly live in fear of every single day, that you're just going to wake up and decide like, oh, maybe I'll give it a go. No.
To be honest, from when we saw that big fat feminist tattoo, we should have known. Like, from there, I knew there was something up here. Like, I said, there's something amiss here.
Something is amiss.
Honestly.
It's just
because I was just like... Because when his diss track, The Person, or whatever he calls it, when it came out, I was just like, okay, well, this seems highly unnecessary in response to one bar. I just don't think a whole diss track is necessary, but fine.
You also said that it's not... Megan didn't call you out by name.
No.
And if it's not you, sir, keep quiet and face front.
That's what Megan said. She said, if you say I'm not talking to you, then why are you responding to me? Like, why are you trying to make the shoe fit if it wasn't you, kind of thing?
It's just like, is everybody okay?
Chrissy, you know what the craziest thing is? I don't know if you've seen all the clips of those interviews that he went on, but in one of them, he admitted that he cheated on her. So it's like, so what are you upset about
what
then?
Was all of this for?
Because this is the thing. Either way, I don't understand. Because if you didn't cheat, then why are you assuming that it's a response to you? And if you did cheat, then what exactly are you upset about? Like, it's not a lie.
Just keep shut.
And he was basically like, oh, but I didn't cheat first or whatever. And it's like...
Yeah, that was...
So, whatever. Like...
That whole situation is so messy, and I don't think we'll ever know the truth.
What with Tori and Megan and everything.
Part of me can understand Pardi's frustration.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. If some of what he's saying is true,
I can... in the sense that...
appreciate you being upset.
If he found out that certain things had happened, sexual or not.
Like, he basically implied that he didn't know about Megan and Tori, and if the rumours are correct, maybe the baby as well, because people were saying them two in particular, that he didn't know that she had sex with them before, until then, when everyone was finding out. Now, I'm not going to lie, do I understand why he's upset at her lying to him about it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, number one, I don't know if I necessarily want to be honest about... I don't know, it's a sticky one because we're all in the industry together. So I feel like that, with that being said, maybe it's best to just tell him.
Yeah.
But I don't know, on a normal level, I wouldn't say that a woman is doing something wrong by telling her new man, like, nothing about who she dealt with.
Yeah.
Because it's my past and it's not really your business. Like, if I'm not, doing it while I'm with you, essentially I don't really have to tell you, but... It's also like a two-parter. It could also be that, well, maybe Megan lied because this is the type of thing that you might do.
Yes. Do you
know what I mean? Like, perhaps because it's quite an overreaction.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why she lied to you in the first place, because you do the most a little bit. I don't know.
It's
just
all
a thought.
Very muddled, but I think from what I saw anyway, parts of it was that she had slept with Tory on the night of the shooting, or they were it was
that
all
might
very
be the case because they were at
hickey
Kylie
hacker.
Jenner's house. So if they were sleeping together anyway and they were at her house, that could have been. But I don't really understand why people keep trying to introduce that in the situation with Tory, because none of it means anything. Like,
wasn't she with Pardi when this happened though?
Well, I don't know if she was with Pardi when she was that night
Yeah.
that she was shot.
Oh no, I mean, were they together in a relationship at that point in time?
Well, when the trial was happening,
No,
when she was sleeping with Tory.
when she got shot.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I'm sure that was afterwards, because that was, like, the biggest thing in the forefront with Megan for a while, and then she got with Pardi afterwards. But if there's a chance that they could have been and they just weren't open or out yet, but I don't think so, because I feel like it was quite a gap in between her getting shot and then her being with Pardi. But I think that his upset was more that she lied to him about it when he asked her.
Fair.
And I do understand that, because I wouldn't be happy if I asked my boyfriend something like that as well, and then I found out on trial with everybody else, with the whole world. I wouldn't like that either.
You did what?
Yeah, like, so you're telling the judge, but you won't tell me.
And he's in the crowd like...
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I totally get that. But I just feel like you can be upset without, doing the most about it. Like, there's a way of going about things. I just talked to Megan about it. Basically, like, because the whole thing really, to me, when I listened to the whole thing, I was like, honestly, to me, it sounds like you're still in love with her.
Yeah.
And you're still hurt off of the situation. So I feel like the only good you can get out of talking about this is talking to her or talking to friends or a therapist. Like, but to be releasing a diss track off of the back of basically your own private couple shit that nobody really knows what's true or what isn't, because that's what's so frustrating about the Megan thing. And that's what I didn't like about what he did, is that he knows that there's a lot of people for some reason that don't like Megan. And that when shit happens, people are so ready to be like, see, she's always a mess, or see this and that, like basically, or slut shame her. Like, he knows that. So it's like you're feeding the masses because you are mad at Megan right now, because you could have absolutely just ignored that bar. It was not necessary to write a whole diss track in response and then start doing this tour where in some you're saying that you didn't cheat on her, then in a couple other interviews you're saying that you did cheat on her. It's like, so you sound confused. There's a lot of men talking for you, isn't it?
That, you know exactly how I feel about that. At this point, it's not even just podcast equipment they need to take away from men. Just media equipment in general.
Just mics in general.
Disconnect their internet access.
How do he rap though? He's an artist now.
I don't give a heck. Him not rapping might actually be for the good of the industry.
Honestly.
Mr. Fontaine, seek Christ, seek Allah, seek Buddha. Go to the gym, do yoga, do anything but rap. We don't want to hear it.
And also, and this is what I ended with, because the part that pissed me off the most about the diss track for me was where he came for her makeup. Like, he has a line in there that says something like, you spent hours doing makeup, not a blemish, but your foundation is off. I said, sir, you did not just...
Do you know...
Now you're going too far.
One line that really got me was when he said, you're pretty in the face, but your soul is disgusting.
Disgusting. Oh my God. I was like, well, drag her there. That's why when he said, oh, like, I'm not doing this, like he was playing the victim, like, I'm not calling you all types of this and that. So I'm like, you might not be calling her bitches and hoes, but you called her a lot of things.
Pretty in the face.
Like, you insult someone deeply without calling them in like a cuss word, do you know what I mean?
That was a wild one for me. And I think both parties are hurt here.
Yeah, definitely.
They just need to take it off. That's a lot of the times. The solution is for them to just take it offline. Log off. We don't want to be involved in this group chat. We actually don't want to hear it.
This is the thing, because that's why, like, when people have a side or whatever, it's like, you can't really determine what happened and what didn't happen because we don't know. We weren't there. We didn't see it all. There could be a chance that there's truth in some of what he's saying, or, there's a truth in the middle somewhere, and both are like, who's to say? But ultimately, like you said, it doesn't really help to put it all online. And I honestly don't know if this will do wonders for his mixtape, because no one's talking about his album. Nobody seems to even understand. When I've heard so many people discuss this press tour, nobody's even contemplated why he's on a press tour. No one's even asked why is everybody talking to Pardison Fontaine. No one's even asked. Like, nobody even cares about a project. So did this really help you like that?
Well, sorry to that man. Love and light.
Sorry to
love
that
and light
man. And also in regards to Megan, do you see that they're still trying to appeal Tory and now his bodyguard has come out with a statement, still trying to force this. Oh, Kelsey and Tory were struggling with the gun, and that forced Megan to like kind of address that as well and be like, Listen, I don't understand why, like, you've done so much to get people doubting me in the court of public opinion. You got your niggas online saying that you didn't do it. You got your bodyguard saying it. You got this person saying it. But the one person it should have mattered from was you. You didn't even get up in court and say that you didn't do it. Why didn't you do that? But you'll do it everywhere else. So it's like, you shot me. And to be honest, like, I know that there's muddy things about that night and there was definitely a lot of confusion. I feel like even from the beginning, though, it definitely seemed like the most logical reason or the most logical explanation was that Tory shot Megan, because I was like, if it was any inkling or chance if it was Kelsey or the bodyguard, they would have instantly thrown their name in it. There's no reason why they would protect the bodyguard and they wouldn't protect Tory, who was a millionaire in that car. There's no way. So the only reason for me seeing everything play out that it's being done in this way is because it was Tory that did it. So, like, even from that in itself, that was always what I went with. But whenever Megan speaks on it, she never sounds doubtful at all. She sounds like someone who very much saw the person who shot her. And that person was Tory. Because, again, why would Megan just say if it was Kelsey? That's the thing. Like, why would Megan leave it muddy?
Why would she need to lie about it or just... Everyone's weird. Everyone is so, like...
This is the thing. Like, it's just like... And I can't believe that this is still being discussed near 2024.
You can't make sense out of nonsense. That's what it comes down to. Like, when I read these things where I see the stories and whatnot and my head starts there, I just think this is not supposed to... Sense... I can't even English right now. There's no way to make sense of this because it doesn't make sense.
No.
And will we ever know the truth? Probably not. Can we move on? I hope we do.
I hope at the very least that people stop randomly bringing this up every 3 months.
Yeah, it's actually enough
by
now.
2024, because at this point it's like Tory's in jail, the trial is over, whatever. Like, you lot believe what you want to believe, because ultimately people can dislike people. That's fine.
That's fine.
But then when they attach it to them trying to act like Megan is somehow to blame
that's different.
for her shooting, I just feel like that is so. Don't you guys see that that's weird to feel that way? That do you know what I mean? Such passionate dislike for someone that you're dismissing them being shot. That's so strange to me.
Like,